So this season ends on a really good cliffhanger.
Hi. Patty let me in.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Maitreyi, like, what was your reaction when you read how this season was going to end, and how does it set up what we can expect season 4?
My reaction when I read it for sure was, okay, expect in 5 minutes a call from Jaren where you'll be screaming, yelling, freaking out. So brace yourself. So yeah, after every time like I read one of the scripts, Jaren tends to call me, and I was like, oh, this one's gonna be an intense reaction. So brace yourself. But I was like, whoa.
I didn't know that. I love that.
Yeah, every single time, no matter, even if it gets sent to our inbox at like 2 in the morning.
I love that.
He's a grandpa that sleeps way earlier, but I'm still up anyways. I was honestly jazzed, just mainly more about the fact that it's Davey on her own terms, making a choice. You know, living her own dream in her own time. And to me, that's pretty epic.
I gotta tell you, y'all, I feel like at this point, I'm more invested in Davey's love life than my own. There's just...
Trust, I am too. Mine's not consistent. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do either of you feel like you live vicariously through Davey? Because I know, like, I was not as lucky in love in high school.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, this season in particular.
Dude, she's got
major
Davey's
game.
got straight up game.
Yeah,
and I'm
this
like,
season, it's like very, very vicarious.
yeah.
The debut of Paxton was unreal. Your social status has skyrocketed so much that now people hate you.
You used to make that face all the time.
Tough gig, huh? Maitreyi this season? Tough gig with all these boys around you?
No, it is. It is actually a really tough gig for Anirudh, Darren and Jaren to not fall in love with me. That is very true. So I do want to take some time to acknowledge that it is really hard for them to just come up to my level.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I get it.
You know what's really interesting is when I asked the cast who they think, ultimately should end up with Davey, they said it changes for them every season.
So season 1 I was Team Ben, season 2 Team Paxton, season 3 I'm trying to remember. I think I'm still Team Paxton, season 3.
Okay, season 1, I was Team Davey. Season 2, Team Paxton. Season 3, Team Ben. So I have no idea whose team I'm on anymore.
I'll ask you guys the same question. Do you flip-flop too each season? And if so, are you more Team Ben or Team Paxton season 3?
I mean, I was like a short attention span. I was like a new love interest.
Yeah.
You know, and so to me, it was like Anirudh was pretty exciting.
Yeah. For me, I'm all about just like, keep it going. Let's see what happens next.
What happens next?
Yeah, we don't want stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so young, she should live, right?
Yeah.
You should live.
But I do like to egg on my friends, specifically my grandmother and my brother, when they debate Team Paxton or Team Ben. And I like to give them defensive arguments for both to let them debate. I do like to see, all of the discourse online. I like that.
I'd like to see your grandmother and your brother.
She is intense.
Debate about
she
this.
is diehard Team Ben. My brother is diehard Team Paxton.
I love it.
Intense.
So they're split. It's a household that's split.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how I feel sometimes too. But this season, not a love interest, but Deacon Philippi joins the show in his first acting debut. Mindy, how did this cameo come about?
Well, Reese had told me that he was interested in performing, and I've known Deacon for a long time, and we had this role that seemed like just really good for him, and he's just the most. I mean, he's super talented, obviously really handsome, but just here's this kid who's been raised by 2 very successful actors, and he had such he wanted to learn. I mean, he came to set, he really wanted to learn from our cast, and and I just love that energy, and he's just such a great kid, and so Reese's son, incredibly grateful, and just a really nice energy to be around.
Yeah, he was really cool to hang out with on set, and just really kind and chill. Yeah, he totally blended in with the rest of the cast, which was awesome.
Davey this season, there was a lot of growth with her, especially when you think about, where this whole show started, which was her grieving the loss of her dad. Mindy, how important was it for you guys in the writer's room to kind of carve out that path for her, and maybe not just make it about all these guys around her, but make it about her?
the romance is obviously so fun, and we love those sexy situations and all the like awkwardness and all the observations about that. But ultimately, when we made this show, we wanted it to be about a young woman who is gone through some trauma and have her heal. And there's setbacks, and then there's times when she, does a lot of growth. And so that is the most important to me. And that's why, it's so joyous to have Maitreyi playing this part, because she's so funny. I mean, in the first episode alone, which I wrote, there's so much physical comedy and there's all of that, but it is like these moments with her dad or with her therapist, played by the wonderful Niecy Nash, where you get to see what is underneath the layers of like ego and fronting and trying to be cool, like what she's about, and is she gonna be okay? So that's the most important part of the show for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a Team Davey season.
Right. Yeah, it was beautiful to watch. And so funny too. Mindy, you have said that this series is loosely based on your own life. So as a mom, including of one daughter, do you feel like this show has prepared you for those teen years?
I hope not. that this isn't, that my kids are more sort of nerdy. My daughter has a big personality, so there is some of that. I think the one thing I don't know, like Davey has so much romance going on that I think that probably maybe won't be as much of an issue. And I really like that. Like, she's a confident character, She's constantly being told that she has all these shortcomings and problems, and she's like, I don't care. I should be with Spider-Man. Who's the guy who plays Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. She's
I was ready to list
them all. You're like Tobey Maguire. So she fully believes that Tom Holland will at one point date her, and they'll have a romance. So I like that in a young woman, especially a young woman of color. And so if my daughter can have some of that confidence, I would be happy.
Well, speaking of confidence, Davey's mom had a lot of sharp one-liners this season. Also, grandma as well. Are you like that with your own kids, Mindy?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because my daughter just like is not having that. But it's also 4, so it wouldn't even be received by her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's the one who's sort of doling out the zingers at this point. Maybe when she gets older, I'll be able to like keep up with her a little bit more. Your mom, although like your mom is very funny, and my
mom has sharp one-liner zingers.
Does she?
And she's very dry too.
Oh yeah, she could roast me straight to the sun. I dish it back, but my mom, she's got it. I think you're gonna get it when
so Kruthi, her mom, like, it is such a great, their bond is so tight, but her mom is just also like, she's like the antithesis of the momager. She's like got her own life going on, and I can say this, like, can check you sometimes.
Yeah, she can check me.
But the love is like so, like the love is so. It's really a very nice relationship.